Okay, now that I've had more time to play with this gun, I'm going to go into it a little bit more. A lot of times reviewers will just go and go over the features and then point to where you can get it, whether it be their own website or a place where they got sponsored. So let's start. First off, the barrel. It's a pretty long barrel. It's a 509 millimeter length barrel, the same that's on the M16. I think it ends about here somewhere. But it is an M4 carbine package as far as body length goes. What I really like about this gun is the takedown. It's pretty simple. What you do is you push this pin, take it out, and the front assembly comes out. A lot of metal right here, pretty beefy. This hop up right here is the circle type, similar to the one with the JG M14. It's not like the wheel type that you find on the M4s, but there are aftermarket ones available if you want to swap it out, change parts, whatever. Now, if you just want to clean the barrel, that's simple too. You just pull back the charging handle and you rotate this foregrip thing right here and you pull it out. Easy, just like that. And to put it back, you just rotate it again and it locks in place. Okay, now we're going to go over the scope. It's a full metal housing on the scope. It's a pretty good scope. Provides decent magnification, so it's not a red dot. I don't know if you can see that. One thing you might encounter is some sighting issues if you're using a full face mask. I use a JT Flex 8 and it sights down pretty good, but you might have some clearance issues sighting down the scope. If you're just using a Shimag or Iron Face, it should be fine. It has iron sights on the top, so if your target gets close, you can just use the top iron sights as well. The most disappointing feature about this is definitely the trigger. I play a lot of semi-auto, and this is a two-stage trigger. What that means is half pull for semi-auto and then full for fully auto. So that makes it difficult for me to do rapid fire semi-auto. The trigger response isn't that good, and the trigger is really mushy, the spring. But if you're just in a field where all you use is full auto, it should, should be fine. I mean, that's a non-issue for you, really. The mag, it's a 330 round, like waffle style mag. It's a high cap, feeds fine, does its job. But I will go into a little rant. This is based off the Real Steel 5.56 weapon. I have no idea, why can't they just use standard M4 mags? This is a G&G 450 round high cap, by the way. I mean, seriously, F2000 uses it, L85 uses it, why can't the AUG use it? The good news is these mags do fit M4 mag pouches, so you don't have to go and buy a whole bunch of new tack gear if you already have M4 and stuff. So that's nice. The stock houses a version 3 gearbox, which is the same as a AK, which is good because you can find a lot of aftermarket parts or replacement parts for it. The bad part about having the stock or the gearbox in the stock is that it eats up a lot of battery space. This stock only fits a little 8.4 volt battery, and I mean, you can buy a custom made battery for larger capacity and higher voltage, but those are kind of pricey. In my opinion, if you're a gun manufacturer, you should always think to have your guns fit a 9.6 1600 milliamp battery, whether it be in the stock, body, foregrip, wherever. If you're, 9.6 should be the standard, at least in my opinion. Now, let's look over some ambidextrous features. Originally, this rubber cover was on this side, but I switched it over. The reason is I'm right-handed, so if I wanted to adjust the hop up, I can do it on the fly while I'm holding the gun. I just, and I just go like that to adjust. That's pretty convenient. You can switch these sling mounts, and what I will go over is, see how this is all the way to the rear, just like on the real steel? I use a 1-point sling, and so when I drape this on my body, it hangs about to my ankle, and so I got to be very careful if I take a knee or I crouch behind low cover that the front of this gun doesn't hit the ground and like scrape up. If you use a 2-point sling, which there is another mount on the front, you should be fine. Overall, I mean, this gun has a lot of potential. It's got a very nice long barrel for, it's got included scope, version 3 gearbox, all good things. However, to me, this gun wasn't really what I was looking for. I was looking for a lightweight, maneuverable, jack of all trades gun. It's not really lightweight. You would think with all this ABS plastic that this would be light, but it's actually 8 pounds because there's a lot of pot metal in this front assembly that I showed you, and the gearbox, obviously. So this is a beefy gun. If you like that real steel weight and heft to things, this might be for you. For me, I love plastic because it's light, but this isn't light. What else? Let's see. It shoots about 350, so it is good for field and CQB. That part is nice. You can always swap out the spring to tailor it to your needs. That shouldn't be a problem. Overall, it is a mixed bag. It's not quite what I'm looking for. Feel free to comment on anything, on my opinions, or if anything I missed. Let me know. Thank you.